So, right. You know, the basis of everything was the fact that, individuals gave up their divinity, right? That's the basis. That's the bottom line to everything. Like, you walked away from knowing divine completely. Somewhere as your droplet got flung off into existence, you forgot that you was a droplet of divinity and what that meant for you as far as your existence. And being such a potent droplet of divinity, instead of seeing yourself sink away into the earth like water does, you were used in so many different ways and you didn't even care. Now the propaganda of the system, that's like everything that you fight against now. All these little nook and crannies to fit into the value of existence. Like, that's the only thing that really matters, right? Just fitting into the nooks and crannies of existence. Well, ultimately, the fight is still to hold on to your divinity and finding out what that really means for yourself. Ultimately, if you don't understand what that is, none of this gonna matter. No conscious, nothing gonna matter. If you don't understand how to fight for your light and your divinity, everything else is basically for the birds. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there. Go ahead, man. So that's just that's just what it is at the end of the day. You gotta comprehend what this is all about. Everybody got so many things you worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said eventually everybody gonna have to go through a walk of separation of all of her being in the system of that woman. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how divine gonna do it to you, but eventually that little 5-finger grip you got on holding on to the system, trying to decide what you gonna get out of that just so you can make your life better, that grip gonna get looser. And you're gonna lose your grip, and divine gonna place you through a way that you're gonna have to realize. And that's where a lot of people get lost at. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at going down as something that may had to happen. In some sense, it might have been just your ultimate test. And if you get through it, you get to see something a lot greater on the other side. But for the most part, a lot of people don't get a chance to go through that understanding. You know what I mean? Because they're so angry and they don't comprehend. Well, fight for your divinity. You know what I'm saying? And find out what that means. Right? Fight for your divinity and find out what that means. Because the world is getting more sharper. And if you just go and bend and play the role, then that's where you're going to be as a culture in the future. And it's not going to be a conversation to say something XYZ happened that placed this reality into some form of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to be it. You're going to have to have made a true statement, a true stand. The multiplication value of the highest thought patterns, and it has to be loud and steadfast. Like, what is all the conversation for if you're not holding on to your truth? So, like, my ultimate situation, I have my own plans. You know what I'm saying? And I know how hands-on things work better, right? I know how things that like little practices, if they're multiplied by a larger scale, can be more beneficial. You know what I'm saying? I know about magnetic science. I know about vibrational science. You know what I'm saying? I know about mineral and trace mineral science. I know about I know about biology improvement and also mucus removing processes. I know about body regeneration aspects. I know a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that divine allowed me to study and learn, and that's not even that's not even a scratch on the things that my mind really is tapping into as far as what I'm gonna do. So it's just so many different things that need to be set in motion in another way, and people's liberation idealism has to be crushed, and it has to be uplifted in a new energy. And once that takes place, the value can change for the existence. I know people out here be trying to bite off. I be seeing the carbon copies of me out here. I see this dude on TikTok. I be like, man, you act like you don't be watching my video. Like this little dude, he be, but I'm like, yo, you know what? One thing I learned, and see this be the key, right? You don't get a chance to see other people do negative things in the world without experiencing those negative things yourself. I was young before, you know what I'm saying? I was impressionable before, and I've been in a lot of different energies, but I never stayed in the energy. I never like let something lock my brain in, and then that's just the way it was gonna be. That's never been how I was. I always would move on real fast, like to my own shit. And I was comfortable always in my own flesh. So I got a chance to experience different things. And I comprehend why people gravitate to more powerful energy. I did that before. But I never stayed there. I started seeking my own path. You know what I'm saying? That was just the divine being inside me. So ultimately, you're gonna learn a lesson because you ain't gonna be able to you ain't gonna be able to stand to that. Like it ain't even about the energy. It's about you making a mark on the energy. You know what I'm saying? And when you make a mark on somebody else's energy as that's you, then that energy has time to play with you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you'll never beat divine. You know what I'm saying? So I leave that to the people who want to play copycat their whole life. You know what I'm saying? People like to play copycat. You know what I'm saying? Let them play copycat. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's a reality. But when you do that, you got to answer that. That will come with that. You know what I'm saying? And if sometimes you might get served some of that some of the bad shit I might have got because I might have did bad. Like mind you, stepping into the path I already stepped. So the choices I made, you don't know all the choices I made to get through these steps. You might step the wrong way and get served the justice in different ways that I didn't move. I moved certain ways to get out of certain things, and that was justified in the eyes of the divine. And I seen a lot of these roads could have been detrimental to my life. I seen them, you know what I'm saying? But I was able to look right at them. I wouldn't have made the choice to go down those roads, but I know other people will because they'll see it as something good. It was so many opportunities. What? And my cutoff game smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see something that just looks so perfectly good and slide on it because I know. You know what I'm saying? I know how divine works. So everybody ain't gonna be able to do that. And there's a lot of cliffs on my journey. So if you wanna be me, you wanna be out here copycatting me or whatever, however that looks, go ahead and do that because I'm trying to tell you. I be seeing a lot of people bite my swag though. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of it, but I don't care. Just know what you're doing when you out here, cause it's a difference in between trying to act like you a person who got the knowledge and a person who truly live it. That's why I open up my mind and my heart to people to get some of this knowledge because I truly went through experiences. And I can have people that know me sit around and be like, nah, that dude right there, I know for a fact the shit he went through. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got people like that around. You know what I'm saying? In some aspect. And if I ever need to bring it to the table, I could. You know what I'm saying? I could. But I don't care to brag like that. I just care to teach and give you the knowledge. So therefore, if you're in these circumstances, you can avoid life's traumatic ending. You know what I'm saying? So and maybe strengthen your own path and show your family what that look like and your aunts and your future to come. You know what I'm saying? Like show them what it look like so you can guide your family in a stronger light. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, man. This NAGA right here.